everyone, before the video begins, I just wanted to let you know that I am starting to sell model horses from both my own personal collection and this collection on eBay. It is going to take me a very long time to list everything, but if you want to check out what's up right now, I will have the link to it in the video description down below. Now back to the video. Hello everyone, Stormy Strike here, and welcome to the next installment in the collection unboxing series. If you want to hear the full story of how I got this collection, I do have a video that goes over all of that. You can find that video in the description down below, as well as all the other parts in this series. In this video, we're going to be going through one of the big boxes and then one small box at the end. So without further ado, let's get going. I've been seeing this little girl peek out at me as I opened up this box, so let's check her out. She is a custom, done up in a fun fantasy decorator pattern going on here. Kind of almost looks a little bit like a peacock or something. She does have a gloss finish on her, which unfortunately is a little so-so because most customs that have gloss finishes on this, the custom gloss that's just like sprayed out of a can, is usually not very good. You have to get like better heavy-duty gloss in order for it not to do what this one has done, which is melt a little bit and get a little lumpy and stuff. But she is still a cute little custom. There appears to be quite a few classics on the top row here. Here's a nice little bay classic quarter horse. Has a few little dings here and there, but it's still very pretty. I like that it's kind of got some nice metallic undercoloring going on. Really makes that bay color pop. I see spirit models here. There have been a few spirit models already found in this collection. I do love these guys. I think they are so cute. Beautiful spirit. And then the other spirit is right here along with more on the Mestino, I don't know how you pronounce it. I always forget. This mold, which I really like. And there are quite a few, it looks like, in this box of this mold. But this is the spirit one. This is one I definitely have a soft spot for because this is the one I remember playing with a lot as a kid. Here are the other two on this mold. A Palomino. I believe there was actually another Palomino like this in a previous unboxing part. This one looks like it's in better condition though. And then there is this bay guy who is quite lovely. I really like the color on him. Nice rich bay. Got some nice dark shading and stuff going on. Very pretty fellow. Oh, and there's yet another one of these models on this mold. This one is a pretty dappled gray with the kind of resist splattery dapple style going on. Very pretty boy. Try to get a bit of a closer look so you can see those pretty resist splattery dapples. Here is, oh my gosh, yet another one. There's more than I realized. This one is just a solid black, though he does have a nice little stripe on the front of his face. Super nice guy. Also, I'm sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. I was recording more of these unboxing videos yesterday, and so my throat is a little strained from already doing a lot of talking. This guy is a Proud Arabian. If I can get him to not be stuck to everything. Or his bubble wrap, rather. This is, I believe his name is Freedom, and he is a Proud Arabian with bloody shoulder markings, and he is a limited edition of 10,000. I actually have like 2 or 3 of this guy already, so I'm definitely not going to be keeping all of them, but he is a really neat model. I think I like his color a lot. I think I see what is a polo pony here. Here he is, and he also has his base, which is a little warped. That can probably be fixed with some heat though. He's just a cute bay polo pony. He's in very nice condition too. Lovely guy. There is a bay fighting stallion. He is probably the one bay fighting stallion that was released sometime in the 90s, I think, where they kind of like re-released the old original bay fighting stallion because his paint job seems like it's a little bit more of the 80s and 90s. He is very pretty, very nice condition, and has some very nice whites. This is a cute kitty cat calico kitten here. This is one of the Breyer animal molds, and obviously they are bigger than a traditional scale. She is very cute though, very fun coloring on her. And she has some very pretty green eyes and a little pink nose. Super cute, and I feel like you don't see these cats super often, so it's always fun and exciting to see them. This mare is really pretty. I unfortunately can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she is on the Marabella mold. And as you can see, she is a pretty Palomino Pinto. I guess probably technically a Sabino Pinto, if you want to get more specific. She is lovely though. I'll have to look her up because I don't remember what she's from, if she is possibly some kind of special run or limited edition of some sort. Oh my goodness, I just really like her though. She is pretty. Let's see who this is. Oh, I do know who this is. This guy is another one in the Misitano kind of series. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting his name, which I probably can't pronounce right anyway. But it's really interesting because I believe they only made one model on this mold, which is kind of a shame because it's a really cool mold, I think. He's just a very neat, older, elder-looking stallion. I think he's actually kind of supposed to be like the elder version of the previous classic mold I was showing. He's just very cool. I like this guy a lot. Then there is, I believe this is the Man o' War classic mold. But this one is done in a nice pretty gray. It does have a few spots on him and marks. I don't know if those will come off, but we will find out at some point. He is very cute though. Very nice soft gray coloring on him, especially on his face. Very nice soft color. This is, oh my gosh, I should know his name and yet I already can't think of it. He is an American saddlebred though, and he actually comes with a foal who is also right here. I think his name starts with like CH, like it's Chubasco or something like that. He is neat. He has a ribbon that comes with him. And then he also has a little foal. He is, I'm pretty sure, a portrait model along with the foal. So there are a set of a portrait stallion and foal. Yep, so there's those two. Oh, and this little guy, he's cool. I have to look him up again because I almost thought he was like one of the Breyer Fun foals possibly, but I'm not 100% sure where he came from originally. He is a really pretty dark bay foal though, with some nice little white markings on him. He is quite cute, and I actually quite like this foal mold, so I will probably be keeping him in my collection. But he is just a cutie. I really like him. Oh, I do see stablemate over here, new in package. A little Andalusian, just kind of like a rose gray color. It's really pretty. This is actually a Peter Stone, one of the old Peter Stone molds that is a rearing stallion. He's a very interesting mold. Peter Stone doesn't really obviously use him anymore because he's a little rough and a little wonky looking, but I think he's still pretty fun. This guy is a nice gray. It's a, oh, this is Idocus, it looks like, on the Idocus mold. Is it Idocus, Idocus? I don't know. I hear it's pronounced so many different ways. I don't know which one's the right one. Beautiful fellow. Does look like he has one or two little tiny marks here and there, but he's overall in very nice condition. I love how shiny and pretty this color of bay is on him. This appears to be a Peter Stone pony. A very cute Peter Stone pony. This is kind of like a liver chestnut, kind of, or I guess actually silver bay maybe, I don't know. Sometimes some of the colors can be a little iffy on what they're supposed to be. But the color is kind of like a liver chestnut, and the mane is like a light white blonde. So you can see it's also a pinto, got some fun pinto markings, with a cute face that has a badger face on it. I remember when badger faces were all the rage with model horses. And this one is signed. It says Modesty's Blaze 2007. Looks like 31 of 50. Very cute pony. This appears to be a Breyer Classic Giraffer. I always forget which one is Shire A and Shire B with their different heads. But this is one of them, and it is a very nice pinto. He is quite cute. It's got some nice pinking. The color on his markings is really nice as well. And it's really fun that he does have Breyer colored yellow and blue ribbons. So that's really fun. There are two Schleich horses here. The older Schleich Pegasus here, which is very nostalgic for me because this was one of the ones I had and played with back when I was playing with Schleichs a lot. He's so pretty. I love the glitter on him. The unicorn friend to go along with him here. These two were not sold together, but they were released kind of around the same time. Here's the unicorn. This one is more pink and also has glitter though on the mane and tail. There you might be able to see her pink a little bit more though, that she's a little less washed out. Her horn is a little crooked. That does happen a lot with this one. I spy a foundation stallion, which I do have almost all of the foundation stallions already, so I already have this guy. But he is a fun Appaloosa on this mold, and his face marking is just wild. I think it's so neat. This here is going to be a custom who unfortunately is definitely stuck to bubble wrap, but I'm pretty sure it was already like this when got it in the original collection. Like I didn't pack it away and it wasn't already had some damage, unfortunately. It looks like it might not be too bad though. It probably could be carefully fixed up a bit. So this actually looks like it was originally Kimosabi possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but the shape of the body kind of makes me think it is originally him. And there is actually a signature here, H. Etsy almost, it seems like. And then the date is probably, whoops, upside down there. Looks like 09. So this is a really neat custom though. I like that it's got a kind of a redone tail, it looks like. The mane's obviously been redone. The eyes are actually closed, which is a really cool thing you don't really see often in model horse customs. The mouth is open a little bit, like it's scratching its leg. As you can see, it's painted up as a bloody shoulder coloring. Very cute. This is just a very cool, unique custom. I really enjoy this. Next up here is a big giraffe, which looks like a Wixom mold giraffe. Here she is. She is a very big girl. I always forget how big the Wixom mold is until I actually have one in hand. They are just massive. So this is Belfiore, who is a Jamboree horse, one of only 750 for the 2003 West Coast Model Horse Collectors Jamboree. And that's nice that she still has her hang tag. She's got very pretty coloring going on, very nice face. Fun little flea bites in her color. She is quite a lovely horse with some red and white ribbons in her tail. Very pretty girl. Oh, I kind of remember now. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about this model being in here. And I probably maybe didn't even know what it was at the time, but now I do know. I think this is an old Chris Hess sculpture from a series of animals that he did that were released by a different company, not Breyer, but they are kind of like Breyers. They got kind of a similar plastic and stuff going on. But it's a really neat mountain lion. And these guys are not easy to find. So I'm excited to add this to my collection. That's super cool. Here is another mountain lion, but this one is one of the Breyer ones. This probably came with one of the Breyer Classic sets, I'm assuming. Very cool color on this one. It's got kind of a grayish look to it instead of the very lighter tan ones. Very cute. I do like the Breyer mountain lions. They're very cool. This is a fun little fellow who was not bought by me at the Value Village because it was from 2008, so it came in Judy's collection like this. We'll set him free though so we can see him better. It does look like he is unfortunately missing ears. Otherwise, a very cute model though. Nice little flocked zebra. It's hard not to love fun zebras. Then we have a kind of exciting guy here who I believe I showed the certificate for in a previous collection unboxing series video. This is Naughty from the Breyer JH Naughty and Nice releases. So he is a fun decorator fjord with shiny metallic blue snowflakes on him and a nice dark blue coat. He is very cool. He definitely makes a fun winter decorator model. Here's another drafter, one of the classic scale Breyer drafters. This one has red and white ribbons on his mane and tail. He is kind of dirty. He does need a bath really bad, but it is a nice, pretty dappled gray. Quite a lovely model, and he also even has painted horseshoes. Very cute. This is such a fun mold. There's actually, I forgot that this was in here, but here's a Breyer zebra. One of the front legs looks like it might be warped a tiny bit, but that's an easy fix. These Breyer zebras are so cute, and I would like to see Breyer re-release the zebra someday. This mold is just so cool, and I think it would look awesome in some new paint jobs. So, yep, there is the Breyer zebra. This appears to be Seattle Slew, and it is based on the label that's put on him. Also, I'm sorry if you hear any background noise. I cannot help the fact that planes just are constantly flying over. This is a very nice Seattle Slew. He's got the nice thing of red roses around his neck. Nice pretty brown eyes. He does have some dust on him. He is a very lovely version of Seattle Slew though. And I see another Lonesome Glory. This is the Akolteki. Apparently it's not pronounced Akolteki, it's pronounced something, I don't know. I always forget how to pronounce it even though I've tried to remember. This was back before Breyer had their Akolteki, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, mold. And so Lonesome Glory was kind of a good enough mold to represent the breed. This guy's a very pretty metallic buckskin. Got a couple classics. This looks like possibly Seabiscuit. It kind of's got the coloring like Seabiscuit. Does have a few little rubs. It's very cute though. And then this might be War Admiral. Makes sense if they're together as a Seabiscuit and War Admiral. The coloring on this model is so pretty. I love those kind of reddish undertones going on. Very, very pretty coloring. Here's a little classic quarter horse dude. Pretty chestnut, or yeah, I guess he'd probably be a chestnut. I've mentioned it before, but I do love these older Marine Love classic molds. They are just so precious. Here are two little foals. Pretty little black and white one. So cute. And this one actually has been customized a bit. He has a bit of like glitter on its mane and tail and a bit on its face. It's very cute. And then the other one here is a nice little bay with a star on the forehead. Super cute. Oh my goodness. These little full classic molds I think are so adorable and very underrated on how cute they are. This is a little paddock pal who's got a saddle on him already. The little black little bits, or paddock pal, whichever you prefer to call them. Quite cute. We'll do a couple more paddock pals that I see here. Here's a pretty little chestnut. I believe this is the Morgan mold. It is very cute. Very nice color on this one. Quite like that. And then the other one here is a really pretty drafter who's got packing peanuts and dirt stuck to him, unfortunately. So he needs cleaned up for sure. But it's a fun black and white Pinto drafter. I'm seeing a couple Andalusian stallions down here. This, I believe, is a Breyerfest celebration horse, if I remember correctly. He is a very pretty gray. He's got a little brand on his haunches. Some lovely shading going on. Quite a beautiful boy. Next to him, Templado. who I have a soft spot for personally because I remember getting this guy fairly early on into my collecting days. He is a very pretty, very pearly white and has some like very subtle dapples on him. He also has a brand on his haunches and a like signature thing that was printed on the bottom of his belly. He is just so pretty though. I absolutely love this horse. So fun. And does kind of almost feel unrealistic because he's just so shiny and white and almost looks like a unicorn. And here is Silver, the original Lone Ranger Silver. He is a very pretty chalky white. I do have this guy already, and I actually believe I have one that's new in box and then one that's out of the box. He does have some marks on him, unfortunately. I may be able to clean those up though. That doesn't look too bad. Otherwise, he's actually pretty nice looking overall. He is just such a cool horse. Here is the fighting stallion, Cole, who is a glossy black. He is a 2002 collector's edition, apparently, limited to spring production, January to June 2002. I do just love this glossy black. And I realize there's actually quite a few Breyer Cole models these days for the Christmas releases, but this guy is the kind of like original Cole, I suppose. He is really pretty. He does also have some like gray in his coloring. He's like kind of dirty. He needs wash, so it's hard to tell. But he's not a solid black. He has some gray going on as well. I don't know, there's something about glossy black models that is just really beautiful, I think. This is a very heavy model. Oh, this is actually, I believe, a Black Horse Ranch resin, because it is very heavy, solid resin, and it is a cute pony, so I'm pretty sure this is the Black Horse Ranch pony mold, possibly. Oh, and I'm correct, I do see BHR on the inside of the leg, which is not going to show up well on camera, but it is there. Very heavy, solid resin pony. Quite adorable and cute though. It's got a fun blaze and some nicely painted eyes. I see Nakota, who I also really love and have a soft spot for, because this is another model that's just very reminiscent to me of when I first started collecting. It seemed like he was just one of the coolest models at the time. He is really gorgeous. This guy does have some little bit of dirt on him and stuff. Might need some cleaning up. I just absolutely love this guy. This is a beautiful looking Peterstone Arabian done up in gloss. Kind of looks like a buckskin Appaloosa, I suppose is what his color would be. He's got a very dramatic swishy tail and a windswept mane. Very cool, lots of fun coloring going on him. He does also have a bit of the like little resist dapples and such on him. Ooh, his hooves are really nice. They have some very nice, lovely striping on them, especially this one. I really like how that looks. Gorgeous. He is a very beautiful boy. There are possibly little bits here. A little bit drafter. Cute fellow. He's got some interesting like little dapples on him. And then also here is whatever mold this one is. This one looks very yellowed, but it is originally probably supposed to be a dappled gray. Has a little cute little star on his forehead. Just very yellowed. Could really use some sun time. Oh, here is a Call of the Wolf from the Trail of Painted Ponies. This is a fun one of a bunch of howling wolves in front of presumably a moon. Although because of the wolf's color, it almost looks like it would be like a sun. Very pretty coloring on the wolf though. It's got a nice soft yellow color all over. There's another Breyer kitten. This one is a cute little striped tabby cat with green eyes. Lots and lots of striping on this kitty. Even the ears have striping on them. Very cute and fun. Again, don't see these kitties very often, so it's always fun to see them. This feels like another Black Horse Ranch pony because it is very heavy. And sure enough, it is. This one is a buckskin. It is also done up in a nice gloss. Again, very heavy. It is just a solid weight in my hand. It's got pretty brown eyes. Very lovely model. These are also something you don't see very often, the Black Horse Ranch resins. Now there are a couple things lastly in this box here. There is the back of the box for the fox hunting set, which is pretty cool to see. And then lastly there is a Peter Stone box here as well. One of the, I guess, kind of older now Peter Stone tack boxes. And then that is it for this big box. But like I said, I do have one small box I want to go through real quickly before we end off this video. Alright, here is the last box for this unboxing video part. And it is funny because it says 6 Sombras, which I think is what is in this box. I think I kind of just took it as it was and didn't unbox it too much. But in here are 6 Sombra classic Breyer models, or I'm pretty sure anyway that is what this particular mold is called. And I do actually quite like this mold. I think it is very cool. He's a fun dun color, but he also has some fun little Appaloosa spots on his haunches. He is just very neat. I love these guys, just very fun, cool looking Mustang models. The other one here appears to be a gray Appaloosa. There he is. His color looks almost a little green. I don't know if that's just how the coloring ended up on him. I'm guessing so because his one hoof here isn't yellowed at all. So I think his coloring is just a little funky greenish color. And here is yet another one, and I think this is the one that I actually have already, which is a blue roan. He is super cool though. I love this guy. Again, getting nostalgia because the model of this that I've had for quite a long time now. He is supposed to be rearing like this, by the way, but just to show you better, I put him in frame like that. Very lovely dude. Here is yet another one. This guy is a very fun dun. Oh my gosh, I actually really quite like him. He might be one of my favorites actually in this unboxing part, I think. I really quite like him. Beautiful dun coloring. Very fun fellow. And there are yet some more in here. This guy is a little bit more beat up than the other ones. But he is also a fun dun, but a lot lighter dun. But yeah, he unfortunately has quite a lot of black marks and a few rubs and whatnot. Still a very pretty color on him though. Ooh, now this one is very cool. This actually almost looks like a Gruyot. I think it is a Gruyot because it does have a bit of a dun stripe on the back there. He does unfortunately have a rub here and there. He also looks like he's got a little bit of warping going on his legs, at least compared to the other models. I do like the color a lot on that guy though. And then it looks like there is one final one down here. This is a Bay Roan. Very fun Bay Roan. He is gorgeous. I love the color. He has also got some black marks on him, but not too bad. Really cool fellow. And that is it for that box. And just like that, I have an instant conga of a classic mold. As I usually ask at the end of these videos, what model in this video stood out to you as your favorite? I think I am going to go ahead and maybe say this guy. He's just really cool. I really like him. It is hard though. There are a lot of favorites in this one for me, like Templado and Dakota. Lots of really great models. If you would like to see more collection unboxing videos, there will be 2 more parts left if my calculations are correct. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on those. Thank you for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone!